Hey everybody, it's Tyler Austin. Thank you so much for watching. So, home gyms, why should you build one? Well, in my opinion, second only to hiring a good, competent coach, building a home gym is the best investment that you can make into your own training. And here's why. Number one, convenience and time. Listen, there's just nothing more convenient for your own training than having a gym in your home. There just isn't. There's no commute time, which, if you have to commute, let's say 15 minutes one way to the gym, that's 30 minutes of just commuting every training day, which adds up. And on top of that, if you're a person who works fairly regular hours, you're probably going to be going into the gym at during peak hours. So it's going to be very busy, and there's a very high chance that you're going to have to be sitting around waiting to use equipment, waiting for that guy to stop curling in the squat rack, which again just eats up more time. And most gyms, especially the big box chain gyms, are very poorly equipped. So they might have 2 squat racks, if that, if you're lucky, and the rest of the gym is just full of garbage. So they're limited on the actual useful equipment that they have, and the people who are looking to use that, there's a good amount of them, and the chance that you're going to have to wait to use it during especially peak hours, there's a very high chance of that. So going to especially like a big box chain gym, not only on top of the commute, but there's a big chance you're just going to be wasting a lot of time there just simply waiting for equipment. And there's just nothing more convenient than, after a day's work, drive home. Your gym is at your home, and then after you're done training, you're already home. You can just go upstairs or out of your garage, wherever you have your gym, and go shower, eat, whatever. Just nothing more convenient than that. And again, it's just a massive time saver because, again, no commute time, no waiting around, none of that. And this is very important, especially for people who are very, very busy and are limited on time anyways. So yeah, that's the biggest advantage to having a home gym right there, is just the convenience and the time-saving aspect. Next, equipment and rules. Like I've said, most big box gyms, especially chain gyms, are not very well equipped, and the useful equipment that they have, particularly barbells, squat racks, etc., typically are not very high quality, especially the barbells. Most big box gyms, the barbells that they buy are the cheapest Chinese pieces of shit they could find. They really are, and a lot of times they're going to be bent. They just don't buy good equipment. Now, if you go to a dedicated, hardcore, like iron gym, black iron gym, powerlifting gym, they're probably gonna have better equipment, but those are not terribly common anymore. You can find them, but the chances of you having one in your area are fairly low. So with that being said, if you're going to be going to a commercial gym, you're probably going to be limited to one of those big box chain gyms, and the chances of them having good quality equipment is very low, especially good quality barbells. And on top of that, even if they do have good equipment, a whole lot of people are going to be using it, and the chances of people being negligent with it because they don't own it, it's not their equipment, and damaging the equipment, especially like bending a barbell, again, is very high. I remember when I went to when I first started training and I was going to a commercial gym, there was one bar in the gym that I really liked. I think it was just like an old York bar. It was a pretty good bar. And I remember going to the gym one day and some guy was pulling a PR deadlift, which I was watching this. It wasn't nothing crazy. It was like, I don't know, high 400s or something like that. Anyways, he pulls it, he locks it out, and then he drops the bar. And of course, he drops it unevenly, and he bent the bar, and he bent my favorite bar in the gym. That kind of stuff, massive pain in the ass. Also, on top of that, rules. You can set your own rules with your own equipment in your gym. Obviously, if you're the only one using it, that's great. But if you have other people that swing by to use it, you set the rules because you bought the equipment. And again, big box gyms tend to have a whole lot of stupid rules. You don't want if you have your own home gym, you're not going to have some sweaty nerd come up to you telling you that, you can't use chalk in the gym, or, your deadlifts are too loud, or you can't video your lifts for your online coach, or whatever. Your gym, your equipment, your rules. So yeah, being able to buy quality equipment and setting your own rules for that equipment. Again, massive advantage to a home gym. Third, cost. Building a good home gym, you're going to be looking at around roughly $1,500, which honestly is not that bad. Now, certainly you can pay a lot more if you want to get more equipment and you have the money and the will to do so. I've had clients who are not as financially well off do it for a lot less than that by scouring Craigslist and other used markets. But generally speaking, you're going to be looking at around the $1,500 mark for a home gym. That's going to be for a good barbell, a good squat rack, a good bench, and a platform and weights, obviously. Again, you could obviously spend a lot more than that and get more equipment. There's nothing wrong with that if you have the money and the will. But for the basics, again, good barbell, squat rack, platform, weights, and a bench, you're going to be looking at around $1,500, give or take, depending on what you can find on the used market and so forth. Some people might say, well, $1,500, that kind of sounds like a lot. It really isn't, honestly. But you think about it this way, it pays itself off fairly quickly. I mean, especially if you want to go train at a good gym that has good equipment. So you're going to be looking at kind of a local like powerlifting gym or something like that, black iron gym, private gym. You're going to be looking for a good gym that's actually worth training at. You're going to probably be looking at around $50 a month, if not more. So, $1,500 for a home gym pays itself off, with a little over 2 years, and that doesn't even include, commute time, gas, just in the general just waste of your time that's associated with going to a commercial gym just through commute and waiting around for equipment and all that. So yeah, cost, again, there's definitely an initial cost there, but in my opinion, it's well worth it, and honestly, it's not that bad. People will spend $1,500 on the new goddamn iPhone, but they can't be bothered to spend, $1,500 on a home gym. And then finally, in a fairly recent reason, is government overreach. Listen, COVID-19, people have now decided to allow the government to decide what is essential and what is not. What's an essential business and what is not, which is pretty ridiculous. But regardless, gyms have been shut down, and many of them are still shut down for the past year. And even the ones that are open, you have to abide by just stupid ass rules like the gym can only have it can only be at such capacity, and even if you are in there, you have to work out with a stupid mask on, and all sorts of other bullshit rules. Massive pain in the ass. And they're doing this over a virus that has a 99.96% survival rate. And for the people who do get, who will likely have problems, more severe problems with the virus, the likelihood of them being fat and unhealthy is very high. So government in their infinite wisdom have decided to, fat, unhealthy people are going to struggle more with a virus, shocking, than strong, healthy people. Let's shut down gyms, because that's, government in their infinite wisdom. So, people think that this is just going to end with COVID. You're naive if you think that this is only going to happen with COVID. Any other virus that comes along with a 99% survival rate, they're going to do the same thing. Shut down everything, shut down gyms, which is going to be a massive problem for your training. So circumvent that just by building your own home gym, so that way you are not subject to the whims of the government or commercial gyms. So yeah, if you're looking to build a home gym, pull that trigger. I mean, you will not be disappointed and you will not regret it. I have never had anybody build a home gym and say, I wish I didn't do this. All of them wish they did it sooner. Having a home gym really does revolutionize your training. And again, it's not something you're going to regret. The only thing you're going to regret is you wish you did it sooner. So I hope you found this video helpful and informative. Please like, subscribe, follow, depending on where you're watching this. If you are interested in coaching, I offer the most personalized and effective online coaching in the industry, and online coaching and home gyms go absolutely beautifully together. So if that is something that you would be interested in, be sure to check out the link down in the description below, and I would be more than happy to set something up and help you along your strength journey. Again, I'm Tyler Austin. Thank you so much for watching.